Thank you very much. Sorry to bother you like this. I just had a hard time focusing when I tried doing my homework alone. Thank you for agreeing to study with me. Koromaru says he'll study with us too. Right, boy? It must be tough for you guys, having to think about tests at a time like this. I guess even you feel the pressure, huh? Makes me wonder. Should I really be doing homework at a time like this? Still, the only thing we can do is carry on and complete our schoolwork as always. What's the matter, Koromaru? Huh. He's got something in his mouth. Did you bring this here for us? Thanks, Koromaru. I guess he's trying to cheer us up. I shouldn't make him worry so much. Okay, time to study. If I have any questions, can I ask you for help? And done! That's it for my homework! Oh, you're still studying, aren't you? Is it okay if I stay here for a little while? I'll be sure not to bother you. Koromaru and I will be cheering you on. Good luck! Oh, are you all done now? Cool! Koromaru was with us the whole... Wait, what? Where did he go? Were you waiting for us to finish? I guess it's our turn to hang out with him. Thanks for studying with me today. If you're okay with it, I'd like to do this again sometime.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Hello. Right. You know,
There's not much time left for us to spend like this. In just a short while, we'll be looking back on these days with nostalgia. No, I'm probably just tired. It's nothing you need to worry about. Since my father passed away, I've been faced with a number of complicated issues. My inheritance, the future of the Kirijo group, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. It's possible I won't be going to college or starting a career. I may need to walk a different path. Say, what does marriage mean to you? That's a straightforward answer. However, I'm a Kirijo. I can't let my feelings tug me around when making these decisions. An agreement between two parties, such as marriage, takes careful consideration. My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons, but as time passed, they slowly grew to honestly love each other. I don't think they were unhappy with their lives. Love can take many different forms. Am I wrong about this? If I could speak with my father one last time, I would ask him directly. Looks like we ended up staying until closing time. Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president. We should go. All right. It looks like everyone's here now.
Well, it's been a week. What's our plan? You okay, Fuka?
You're just so calm, Yukari-chan.
I mean, panicking's not gonna solve anything. Besides, it's been such a drag around here all week, and no one will go to Tartarus.
You're absolutely right. We humans are quite resilient. With enough time, we can adapt to any situation. So, how about it, everyone? It's time we discuss this.
Have you made up your mind, Sanada-san?
No, but I don't plan on running away.
So you're going to fight Nyx?
I don't know. I mean, it supposedly can't be defeated. What about you? What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, this is the first time I've ever really contemplated my own death. In any case, we have to choose one way or the other. I obviously don't want to suffer, but that means we'd have to take a life. Not to mention, we die no matter what we do.
Then, do we all agree that we don't want to hurt Ryoji-kun?
Is that how you feel?
Me?
That's fair. I mean, it's not exactly normal to pick how you're gonna die. What about you, Junpei? Have you decided?
Nah.
What's the matter? Scared?
What the hell is wrong with you? You think this is a joke?
Junpei,
This is death we're talking about here. Of course I'm scared. And here you all are, just chatting it up like it's a goddamn picnic. Can't you see? We're all gonna die.
Then what do you think we should do? Do you want to kill him?
There's nothing I can do. He's the only one who can kill him. Hey, this whole thing is your fault. You had that thing inside you and didn't even know it. You raised it, damn it! If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened.
Junpei!
You're supposed to be special, right? Then do something about it!
Stop it, Junpei. It's not his fault. And the only reason we even have a choice is because he carried it.
God damn it, I know! It doesn't matter how many times I tell myself. I know this doesn't fix anything. It scares the hell out of me!
I know how you feel, Junpei-kun.
We're all scared. I'm scared too.
Me too. I've never felt so cornered in my life. I can't stop shaking.
Same here. We're all in the same boat. And hey, I'm sorry for teasing you earlier. I just don't want to forget everything. I've learned so much since coming here.
Yuka-tan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you like that.
I don't think any of us can blame you right now, Junpei. So don't worry about it. Right?
You got nothing to be sorry for. I knew the truth, deep down. But still, sorry for being a dick.
All right. Let's put a pause on any unnecessary gatherings for now. Ryoji said he'll be back on New Year's Eve. Let's just try to go about our lives until then. We have some time, so let's consider our options while we still can.
Hey.
Sorry.
If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed, minding my biz, biz, whatever like is. We gon' flow with the set. Hey,
I think...
hey, feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expire.
Hey, so...
Chill today, let me rock the world tomorrow.
Hey!
Isn't that right?
Chill vibes, the nighttime of love, the sun unwind, any times to rise. Yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around, 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 around. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. Yeah.
Everyone, listen up.
What?
Yo. All right, I'm getting fancy today and adding an egg to my order. Whew, that hit the spot. You get a lot of bang for your buck here. Man, can't remember the last time I had such a fresh egg. Maybe I should get some for them, too. Oh, my siblings. Got 4 younger ones. Our apartment's pretty small, though, so we're packed like sardines. You could say that. You wouldn't believe how hot it gets in the summer. I never mentioned this, but my father died 5 years ago. We were told his car fell off a cliff. I'm not fishing for sympathy or anything. I just thought you should know. Whoa, it's already this late? The preschool's gonna be letting out soon. See ya.
I see you're back. I think.
Okay then.
So mind your own biz, whatever like is. We gon' flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know?
Okay then.
Nah. What?
Hey! Huh?
Chill vibes. The nighttime of love is on and on. Any types of rise. Yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around, 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 around. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, right. Mitsuru? That section won't be covered on the exam.
Oh, sorry. I'm having some difficulty concentrating.
Guess that's to be expected with everything going on. I'm not immune to it either. Sorry. I know we're the ones who invited you to study, but... well, just look at us. I do understand that. But not everyone can carry themselves like you do. But I suppose as your senpais, we should be showing you a little more dignity.
You do have a point. Well, we can't let ourselves be outdone now, can we? Rain or shine, this is still the last exam we'll ever take as high school students. All the more reason to give it our all.
You're right. There's no excuse for slacking. It's time to prove what these last 3 years have led up to.
Ooh, I see the fire in your eyes. At this rate, I may have to relinquish my position as top student. That said, test results are but a single measure. What truly matters is that we continue to improve ourselves. May we both make this a triumphant finale to our time here. And who's the one who stoked the flames? I expect you'll see this study session through to make up for that. Well, I think we've dallied enough. We'll need to make up for lost time.
Whoa. Didn't realize so much time had passed. Guess I was in the zone.
I don't think I've been able to focus this well in a long while. I've just finished reviewing the material.
Serious? Not even close. But I guess that means we've earned a bit of your respect back.
We're almost through this. Keep at it, you two.
Cool. Guess that's that. Now all we gotta do is ace the exams.
Let's skim through this chapter. Yes, exactly.
Hello. I see. Hello. Thank you. purchase a ticket at the window and then walk in to enjoy a film. This may sound silly to you, but I've always wanted to try the whole theater experience. Even though we sat at the end of the aisle, I didn't feel that my view was compromised in the least. It seems a lot of thought goes into the design and construction of a movie theater. It's thanks to you. I've never felt comfortable enough to come here alone. I'm sure most people don't consider this to be such a big deal. I imagine someone like Yukari would have no reservations seeing a movie by herself. She's likely more suited to riding a motorcycle than I am as well. Yes, you must have seen it when I rode in to provide support for the team. However, that wasn't my original motivation for getting it. With a motorcycle, I can go where I want, when I want, all on my own. You could say it's my modest attempt at rebellion against the many restrictions of my life. After it was damaged, I considered letting go, but ultimately I decided to have it repaired instead. I don't regret it. Even now, I spend my time tuning it whenever I can. It sounds strange, doesn't it? Well, maybe it is. Everyone is against me riding it. They think it's too dangerous. Even so, I'm quite fond of it. Maybe you should give it a try yourself, if you're so inclined. In any case, you have my thanks. I'm feeling a lot better now. You know, I have to wonder, when my parents went through stressful times, maybe they had moments like this too. Sorry, I know this isn't the proper place to stand around chatting, but if it's all right with you, why don't we stay here a bit longer before heading back? No.
If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We're inspired but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow, you know. Relax to the sound that goes around and round and round and round. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We're inspired but never expires. But we can chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey!
Jeez.
Thank you.
Okay. I think I forgot my eraser back in my room. Junpei, I'm borrowing yours for a sec.
Hold on! Only the flat side, okay? It's brand new. Gotta keep the corners sharp.
Huh? What's the big deal? It's just an eraser.
An eraser's corners are a special privilege reserved for the owner. A precious and fleeting source of euphoria. You learned that when you were a kid? One man's eraser is another man's treasure.
I don't have time for this.
Come on, Fuka. You get what I'm saying here? You're laughing, but this is a serious matter.
Oh, sorry. It just crossed my mind how peaceful things are. It's strange that just being able to study with everyone like this can make me feel so happy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It makes me wonder if this might be the last time we ever get to do this. Just kidding. Sorry, forget I said that. I was just thinking about next year. Yeah, I guess that's the way to think about it. If I go in expecting the worst, I'm just gonna shut down. Thanks. That makes me feel a little better.
All right, time to get back to studying. Oh, Fuka, can I have some lead for my pencil?
Oh, sure. You can take some from this one.
Thank yous. Oh, dude, let me borrow your highlighter for a sec. Hey, Yuka-tan! Mind if I borrow your ruler?
I guess, but why have you been borrowing all of our stuff? Don't you have your own?
Listen, when I heard you forgot your eraser, something just hit me. The simple act of helping each other out is like... that's what it's all about, you know? That's... happiness.
Junpei-kun.
You say that, but you probably just forgot to bring all your stuff, didn't you?
Busted.
Thank you for studying with me, everyone. I hope we can do this again.
Yeah. Yes. You were actually able to keep up with me on my training regimen. I'm impressed. So, what do you think? Well, the reason I asked you to join me today is...
We finally found you, Akihiko Sanada. You've had a good run up until now. Today's where it ends.
Don't feel bad about screaming if you gotta. No one's coming to save you, though.
These guys just don't know when to quit.
There's no getting away this time. Not for you, and not for your chicken shit buddy either.
Not that it'd matter anyway. You guys live at the dorm nearby, don't you?
Yeah, we saw some girls there. And a kid, too. Sure hope they're keeping safe.
Stay back. I'll create an opening so you can escape. If you're going after my friends, then I'll be your first obstacle. Come on, make your move.
Don't you know what'll happen if a trained guy like you hits an amateur? The boxing team will be suspended, and you'll be expelled. Or worse, you'll go to prison, and your life will be over. Is that what you want? Huh?
That is true. I could never do something like that to my supervisor, or my boxing teammates. But even if that's how I feel, I can't back down now. I'll carry that responsibility and pay for it the rest of my life if I have to. I will protect what's important to me. That's why I have these fists.
Ah, what the hell are you going on about?
Oh. All right then. I'll trust my back to you. Just try not to hurt him. I'm sure you can handle that.
Cocky little bastards!
Looks like that does it. That was quite the challenge considering their numbers. Are you alright? Don't ever show your face around here again. If I ever hear you're threatening my friends, you know what'll happen next.
Got it.
Come on, it's getting cold. Plus, someone might have called the police. Let's go to my room for now. Well, I'd like to put out some tea, but I have to take these off first. They're hand wraps, mainly for protecting my hands and wrists. Not only do these protect me, but they can affect the power of my punches depending on how I wrap them. Whether my fists deal damage or not depends on these. I guess they're like my partners in the ring. Anyways, make yourself comfortable. So, the reason I asked you to join me today, it's because I wanted you to know what I've been working on. I spent a lot of time training and gaining more experience. And I thought I'd finally reached a point where I could feel confident in my abilities. But after hearing what the appraiser said, I felt afraid. I felt anger too. Knowing that all the training I'd put myself through was meaningless. I told myself I'd face things head on. But I'm still as weak as I was before. Tell me, do you think I'm strong enough now? I'd like to think so, but I did lose my way. Everyone loses confidence in themselves from time to time. And that's when their weakness rears its ugly head. Being on the verge of grasping something, but grappling with the fear and frustration of losing everything again. It's so hard to overcome. And it's a feeling I understand all too well. I know we've pushed this crucial decision on you. And I can only imagine how hard that must be. But try not to blame Junpei and the others. You really are strong, you know that? Anyway, as someone who was there too, I just wanted you to know. No matter what you decide, I'm still gonna do what I have to do. I've faced off against countless opponents to get where I am now. If I said all my training was meaningless, then that would be spitting on all of their efforts too. And that would be absolutely unacceptable. Wouldn't you agree? Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent like that. Not only did I ask you to join me today, but you got dragged into my fight too. I've got to at least pay you back for that. I'm pretty sure my special protein blend is around here somewhere. that. I was thinking of sending that back to my parents when I write them a New Year's card. We don't know how the future's gonna turn out. It's better if it doesn't stay with me. You're one unusual guy. I was thinking this during the fight earlier, but for some reason, I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. Together, we can overcome anything. For a long time, all I cared about was having the power to protect others. And I thought being hard on myself and competing with others was the only way I was gonna do that. Although, it is true that I've gotten more capable through my reckless approach. But now, there are others who fight alongside me. So I have people who I want to protect. But at the same time, I want them to be there fighting with me in the end. It's because I have all of you that I feel like I can become even stronger. I still don't know if I'm strong or kind enough to deserve this medal, but this is my starting point. And it's something that I should keep with me. You've taught me another valuable lesson today. Now, where to put this? Yeah, I think I will. I did it, Miki. It's a huge honor. I'll fight to protect it like a champ, guarding his title. I may not be very good at motivating people with words, or communicating how I feel, but you can trust I'll never back down from a fight. Even if I'm battered and on the ground, I'll get back up every time. I'll never give up. That's my duty to all of you, so you can count on me. I swear I will protect you. That being said, there's still so much I owe you for. I'll be doing what I can to pay back that debt. I haven't really thanked you for all your help until now either. Ah, right. I was going to at least thank you for what you did today. Damn. Looks like I'm out of protein powder. What else do I have? Ah, here. You can have these dumbbells. Just a minute. I'll get them ready for you. You could change the weight on these ones to match whatever your muscle strength is. In your case, I'd start with 8 kilos. No, actually, I think you can handle 10. You could also use a machine, but you gotta do some resistance training with free weights too. I guess so.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is.
Oh, right.
We gon' flow with the hey, feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we...
It's amazing commodities! I'm going to do it! Good, good. Not bad, kid. Thanks, kid. Bye-bye.
Huh? Oh!
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz,
Precisely.
By the way...
Is that so?
Uh-huh.
Chill vibes. The nighttime of love, the sun unwind, any types of rise. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around, around, around. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Hermit Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Hermit within thyself.
Now
Hey, so, didn't Kirijo-senpai say we shouldn't be hanging out like this? Think she'll be mad if she finds out?
I kind of doubt it, but I won't deny that seeing you all does remind me of recent events.
Right. Well then, why don't we just call it a wrap here?
Sonata-senpai? I'd like to ask for some help with this question.
Oh, wait, Junpei-kun! I wanted to ask you,
I think I'll take Koromaru for a walk.
Hey, wait! We'll all take him on a walk when we're done. You can sit back down, Amada-kun. Oh, I guess you found out. I was planning on inviting you too, Mitsuru-senpai. I do understand that we don't have time for chit-chat, but I just wanted to spend time with everyone.
This was actually my idea. I was the one who wanted to gather everyone. So, I'm sorry. I don't want everyone to get in trouble for my selfishness.
Hey, you shouldn't be the only one that has to apologize. I feel the same way, Fuka.
Thanks, Yukari-chan. It's just... when I think this might be the last... in any case, I apologize for this. Let's just call it for today.
Thank you. After warning you all, I wasn't sure how to go back on it. I was actually taking a walk to mull it over. Yukari, Yamagishi, I feel the same way you do.
You did say we should try to go about our lives for now. You hear that, Junpei? Let's get to it.
If we're talking my life, studying's the last thing I'd be doing.
Mitsuru-senpai, could you help me with this?
Of course. What question did you need help with?
How long have we been studying? Time really flies when we're all in it together.
I agree. Thank you for going along with my suggestion, everyone. You think so? I hope everyone else feels the same way.
By the way, I hope you haven't forgotten about taking Koromaru for a walk.
Of course not. Come on, everyone, let's go.
That'll be it for studying, then. Everyone, make sure to give it your all on the exams.
having one big sale today. You can't find prices lower than here. You made up your mind? Thanks for coming. You got everything you need? Thanks.
Thank you for coming. Everything good? Hope to see you soon.
Good to hear. Be careful out there. All done here? Come back soon.
You go on ahead to the shrine. I'll grab us some takoyaki. Aw, you gonna miss me? It's fine, just go on ahead. I'll be there in a sec. Got some takoyaki. This one's for you. Sure thing. Be sure to thank me for every single bite. Just messing around. To be honest, this is kind of an apology for the other day. You know, back when I blew up at you. One pack of takoyaki ain't gonna make up for it, but it's better than nothing, right? Thanks. Still, I felt like words weren't enough for an apology. I took my anger out on you, and you totally didn't deserve that. It's 'cause I really wanted to take out my anger on someone else. Remember when I mentioned I was visiting someone at the hospital? And how I pissed her off, but I didn't know what I did wrong? I think I get it now. A while back, I was asked what I'd be doing with my life in 2 years. By Chidori. And being the insensitive dumbass I am, I said something like, "Eats me," for a long time. I didn't even understand how it must have felt for her to ask me that. So it's no wonder she got upset. She was facing something really scary. And there I was, acting like it was no big deal. The other day, when everyone was all calm and chatting about what Ryoji said, it put everything into perspective. And it finally hit me. I lost my shit and snapped at you. I'm really sorry about that, man. Hey, come on, eat up. Don't want cold takoyaki, do you? Woohoo, that was tasty. And it's not too bad cold either. Hey, by the way, have you decided what you're gonna do on the 31st yet? Gotcha. Look, man, me and the others might tell you all kinds of stuff, but whatever we say, go with your own gut. You've dealt with enough as it is, you know? I've always been jealous of you. You're a special dude. and everyone's always counting on you. But at the same time, I knew you were the one making all the tough calls. You're always looking out for everyone around you. Even people like me. Sure, I was jealous, but watching you, I knew I could never be you. So, I figured maybe it's time you chose what you wanted to do for a change. Besides, forgetting everything doesn't exactly sound so bad, does it? I mean, I obviously wouldn't like that. It'd suck to forget everything. But that's just how I feel. You should follow your feelings. Whatever you choose, I won't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, that's enough serious stuff. Chats like this make my throat all dry. Or maybe it's just a takoyaki. Let's grab a drink somewhere and head back. That okay with you, Mr. Leader?
Right. Right.
If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we just know it to say. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We're inspired, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Never rock the world.
By the way,
good to see you.
oh!
Chill vibes. The nighttime of love, the sun unwind. Any types of rise, yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around, 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 around. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We're inspired,
By the way,
never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes? Who is it?
It's me.
Huh? Oh, come in. You don't stop by very often, Senpai. Is something wrong?
No, not particularly. Is this a bad time?
Aw, are you feeling lonely?
Hey, are you teasing me?
Nah, I'd never.
Sure.
I wonder what this Nyx is like. Do you think it's inside Tartarus?
I have no idea.
Oh, by the way, I've made my decision. I want to fight to the end. It's better than doing nothing. That's why you're here, right, Senpai?
You got me.
Yeah, you're pretty easy to read.
I've made my decision as well. The Kirijo group is slowly regaining its footing. After I graduate, the plan is for me to eventually take over as leader. Turning back was never really an option for me.
But what if you die?
If we can defeat Nyx and I die in the process, then the company will continue on without me. And I'm confident they'd carry on my wishes.
But from what we've heard, Nyx can't be defeated. Though I kinda wonder about that. We've got someone on our team who seems pretty unkillable too.
That's true. And he's an exceptional persona user, even if death was empowering him from within.
He's an interesting guy, huh?
He certainly is.
You know, if things don't work out, I think I'll still be okay as long as I'm with everyone. Honestly, I don't think it matters if we live or die. All that really matters is that we're proud of how we lived. And I know I'd be proud if we decided to fight Nyx.
Is this about honoring your father's legacy?
Yeah, that's part of it. But mostly, it's about me and how I feel.
I understand.
Senpai, a while back, you asked me to face what comes next with you. You didn't forget, did you?
I could never forget. We'll fight together, Yukari.
Good.
By the way,
yeah.
It's amazing commodities! I'm going to do it. Good, good. Not bad, kid. Thanks, kid. Bye-bye.
By the way,
well, yes, but...
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever life is, we gon' flow with it.
All right, just one more. Eating fast is kind of my thing. If you don't eat quick at my place, my siblings will pick everything clean. Don't worry, your food's safe. Take your time. Oh, that was almost a personal best for me. Oh, get this. I've got a race lined up at another school. A coach from a big-time athletic college is gonna be there. Know what that means? If I do well enough, I might score a scholarship. Right? Then I could keep doing track. I'd pretty much given up on going to college. We just don't have that kind of money. And I heard about the chance for a scholarship, so you can imagine why I jumped on it, right? I'm gonna win this thing and go to college. And maybe this will make my mom's life a little easier. Yeah, you're right. It's a relief to hear you say that. I always think how different things would be if my dad were still alive. If he were here, my siblings wouldn't have to worry about whether or not they'd get to eat every day. Well, complaining won't accomplish anything. I'm just gonna have to try for that scholarship. Shoot! The sale on chicken is almost over, and it's my turn to cook tonight. I'll catch you later.
I suppose. Yes.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever life is, we gon' flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today, maybe rock the world tomorrow, you know.
All right, class is starting. What's up?
Excellent. Sorry to drag you along on this personal venture. Oh, no, there's no need. Thank you, though. Looking through the literature section made me realize something. There are so many books about romance, but far fewer on the domestic life that comes after it. I wonder if that means the most exciting time in one's life comes prior to the wedding. Does everyone go into marriage with the expectation of losing something? The truth is, the group is in turmoil over the inheritance issue, and some of the older members are of the opinion that a student like me isn't up to the task. But I'm the daughter of the head of the group. I need to show that I can take the lead, even if I have to make sacrifices to do it. Fiancé has been chosen for me. He's the new president of one of our affiliates, and he's much older than me. But if I agree to the marriage, the future of the company will be secured. He's planning to announce the partnership and our engagement at the same time. Doing so will give the appearance that the company is stable both inside and out. This is the best solution for everyone involved. This was decided a long time ago. It's just going to take place a bit sooner than originally planned, that's all. This is for the best. My mother and father walked the same path, so I won't run from my fate. Of course I am. Think about it. What would I do if I broke off the engagement? Leave everything behind and go on a journey of self-discovery? Why would you ask me that? You're making me doubt myself. Say, recently I've been feeling a little hesitant about meeting up with you like this. I already made the decision to carry out my duty, but whenever I talk with you, my resolve begins to falter. Why do I feel this way when I'm with you? I think it would be best if we left off here for today. Sorry to do this after inviting you out here, but I need to head home and go over some paperwork on the partnership. Excuse me.
Oh, welcome back. Hey,
Hi there.
Go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with it.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, fueling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world.
Oh yeah! Whoa there! Oh yeah! Hell yeah!
Kuro-chan's as happy as ever. No matter how cold it is, we'll be right here. So go play all you want, okay? Recently, I found a recipe for a cake that you can bake with nothing but a microwave. You know, since it's almost Christmas, I wanted to try making something to get in the spirit of things. And depending on the ingredients I use, I might even be able to give some to Kuro-chan. Oh, welcome back. Huh? He's holding something in his mouth. I wonder where he keeps finding all this. Oh no, Kuro-chan! Your butt's all dusty now. I guess we should take a bath together again. Let's head back.
Good morning. I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into Tartarus. 2 this time, I believe. Please swiftly and safely conduct a search and rescue. Goodbye now. Good morning. I am calling 2 this time. Goodbye now.
Well then.
Correct.
Hello, hello. If I put in my greatest effort, I will achieve the greatest outcome. One needle, one soul. This is my Subate. Hi there. Thank you. Hey, can we step out for a bit? I want you to come to the station with me. I'll tell you more there. Sorry to make you come all the way here. I, suddenly have no idea what to do with my life anymore. Do I want to be a doctor, or do I want to be an artist? I've decided to do a little soul searching, and I won't go back home or to school until I figure it out. I haven't figured out exactly where I'll go, but it has to be somewhere away from home. I've got plenty of money. I may have taken my dad's credit card from his wallet. I'm glad we had a chance to talk before I left. Tell the others I said goodbye. Don't say that. You're gonna make this harder for me. Promise me you'll take care of yourself. Ma'am, are you all right? That cough. She's having trouble breathing and she's running a fever. This is bad. I may be jumping to conclusions here, but sorry about this. I knew it! She's a smoker! This is really bad. I think she suffers from chronic bronchitis. So if she caught a cold, it may have exacerbated the symptoms. Call an ambulance. Hurry! We'll leave the rest to the paramedics. Well, I better get going.
My chest!
Sir, are you okay? My train's about to leave. What should I do? All right, then I'll go ask the station attendant to call an ambulance. You stay here and perform first aid on him.
I'm okay.
Okay, I told someone. Wait, I think he's going into cardiac arrest. Let's sit him in an upright position. Oh no, he's breathing, and signs of cyanosis. I have to do something. I have to, or this man will die. I need your help. Lay him down on his back, gently. Now, if I perform CPR while giving him a cardiac massage, at least I helped him as much as I could. Thank you. I don't think I would have had the confidence on my own. I'm really glad you were here with me. We both saved their lives. I think I'll go back home. I finally know what I really want. That said, I'm not looking forward to apologizing to my dad. All right then, I'll see you at school.
Welcome back.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. Chill vibes.
Really?
The nighttime of love, the sun unwind, any time surprise. Yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around, 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 around. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day
Not
we
bad.
inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. Yeah.
Oromaru always looks happy when he comes here. Perhaps I'll make this a regular stop on my own walks. I notice many people become restless when this time of year rolls around. But I suppose that sentiment isn't exactly top of mind among the members of our dorm. You know, When I was younger, I was actually quite fond of the holiday season. Every year, as the big day grew close, I would write a letter to Santa Claus. And then, on Christmas morning, I would find his response. It filled me with such wonder and joy. Ah, welcome back. Did you pick something up again? Ah, I was wondering what it could be. It seems you've got quite an eye for beauty, Koromaru. Well, I suppose it is getting rather cold. Let's start heading back.
I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
Sanada-san.
You sure this is where you want to be?
Well, I was planning on visiting her, but when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. I've still got unfinished business to take care of first.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't have anything to tell Shinji right now. I've got my own stuff to deal with.
An unbeatable enemy, huh? I wonder what it's like.
Beats me. That doesn't matter, though. I've already made up my mind. I don't care what I'm up against. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that. You can count me in, too.
All right.
Let's see.
What's up?
It doesn't seem like it will last forever in my life.
Yeah.
Sorry I kept you waiting. Yeah. Sorry, I guess I need to train more. Whew. Let's go in. I'm super thirsty. Oh, that was great. I always say food tastes better with a buddy. I used to come here all the time with my teammates, but... You're the only one who says that anymore. Anyway, they wouldn't come now even if I invited them. I don't really get along with people who don't take the sport seriously. We even started training at different times. Nothing's organized anymore. I used to love it there, you know. I spent all my time on the track, practicing and training. We all loved track and had so much fun together. But then... never mind. It doesn't matter. We're too different, them and me. I'm going to reach heights they never will. I have to. Sorry, that was a weird conversation. I think I'll do lunges the whole way home. You keep at it too. No slowing down.
Oh, welcome back. Well,
By the way, okay.
I think...
Koro-chan always looks so happy when we're on break. Maybe it's because everyone's all together.
Okay, Koro-chan. Go run to your heart's content.
Hey, so, weird question, but you do know what day tomorrow is, right? I'm gonna have something ready just in case. So, you know, if you have time, well, I'll tell you the rest tomorrow.
Oh, there you are.
And you've got something again, don't you? Is that an early Christmas present for us? Koro-chan, were you digging around again? Your nose is all dirty. Come here. Let's get you cleaned up before we go home.
So that's why...
Shall we get going? We don't have all night, you know. There's still a curfew. Hey, let's go to Polomnia Mall. I hear they're gonna have lights up. Everything must feel so different under that kind of atmosphere. To be honest, I've been looking forward to it. Oh, it's so pretty! This is wonderful! Yeah, I could look at this all night long. Did you know they brought in a famous designer for these decorations? Here, I have a present for you. It's been a while since I've made something like this. I hope it tastes all right.
Take your time. Please, come again.
What's up? Yeah.
Oh, well... By the way, I think...
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever life is, we can flow with the flow. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expire.
We don't have a... Hey, I hear they're... To be honest... Here, I have a present for you. It's been a while since I've made something like this. I hope it tastes all right. You got a present for me? It feels nice to know someone's thinking about you. Thanks. That was really thoughtful. Honestly, when I first met you, I never thought we'd end up spending Christmas together like this. I was just so used to being all on my own. I'm only gonna tell you this because it's a special day, but I actually always dreamed of doing something like this. I know that with everything going on, it's not exactly the time to be getting all warm and fuzzy. But one night couldn't hurt, right? Just for today. I want to be by your side. Oh, shoot. Look at the time. I'm sure it's fine. We can't be the only ones staying out late on a day like this, right? Except for Junpei, I guess. I can't imagine him having a romantic evening out. Sorry, that isn't the point. I just want to stay with you a little longer. Hey, are you cold? It's chilly, right? Can I come closer? I was hoping you could keep me warm, maybe.
If I put in my greatest effort, I will achieve the greatest outcome. One needle, one soul. This is my Subate, my everything. Huh. That cheap material has been completely transformed. I could never have done this on my own. Without you, I would probably be back home already. And thanks to all your help, the kimono is almost finished. I feel so blessed. My home country. With my aunt gone, there is nothing there for me now. I just want to hurry and put an end to this so that I may live and die in Nihon. There's something I need to tell you. I have gotten to know many people since coming to Nihon. But you have been the most Subarashi person of them all. If my aunt was still alive, I would tell her about what a wonderful friend you have been to me. And now, we put the final touches on this kimono. Sure, I am so tired I may be hallucinating a little bit, but this is the last part. I can't give up now. Ready, set, go!
I see you're back. Let me think.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we can flow with the sand. Hey, feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we're inspired, but never expires. But we will chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow, you know. Chill vibes. The nighttime of love is only on one. Anytime surprise. Yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes
Thank you very much.
around and round and round. She said.
Sorry for making you come all the way up here. Well... Would you have a practice match with me? Right here, right now. It's just, now we're going up against that thing that lived inside of you, right? I thought if we sparred, I could get an idea of how well I would do against it. I trained in secret for a long time, so I could avenge my mom's death. That was the only time I could forget the pain. When I was alone, swinging my spear. But I've changed since then. I want to use this power to help me live my own life. I'd promised that I'd see this through to the end. I have to make good on that. Anyway, I want you to see me the way I am now, Senpai. Of course, I don't want us to actually get hurt, so I'll be using this. And this one's for you. Thank you for this. Now then, please, take this seriously. Otherwise, there's no point. I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here. You were just as strong as I thought, Senpai. I had no chance. At least, now I know where I stand compared to you. I'm alright. But I am glad I decided to use toy weapons. I don't know what decision you'll make in the end, but as long as there's time, I won't stop training. So would you mind if I challenged you again sometime? Thank you. I'll get closer to beating you. Just wait. I really like it here. I've made so many memories since coming to this dorm. Both fun and difficult ones. But I feel like living means carrying it all with you and moving forward. I used to think I didn't have a place to call home, but I realized that's not something you get from someone else. Home, my real home, is the place that helps me move forward. That's why I believe fighting to come back here is what Aragaki-san would have wanted. I've learned that everyone at the dorm has their own reasons for staying, and that means I need to do my best too. I never would have figured that out if I didn't have you all behind me. I like being on the rooftop at night, but maybe it's too cold to be out here in December. Can we talk some more inside? I'd like to go over today's battle before I forget. Oh, and while we're at it, you should say hi to Hamburger too. Maybe it's because it's winter, but his fur's gotten so fluffy and cute. Oh! I'm sorry. I think I've acquired a taste for fast food. Just the other day, I had the urge to ride my motorcycle out at night to buy some. It's your fault that I'm having these temptations now, you know. Do you remember when I told you I was hesitant to meet up with you like this? I'd like it if you could forget I ever said that. We both sleep under the same roof. There's no point in stressing over it. And besides, I just need to steel my resolve.
say, I have just one favor to ask. Could you continue to show me new places like this? Just until graduation. I'd like to see more of this world that I've been so blind to. Or is that too selfish a request? Thank you. Let's make some wonderful memories with what little time we have left. You've taught me so many new things. Whether you're taking command in battle or just talking with me like this. As long as I have these memories of you, I'll be all right. Or so I hope. Now then, the day is still young. You promised me your time. I'd like you to make good on that now. I suppose.
Yeah.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this head. Hey, 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 we make a fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know? Chill vibes. The nighttime of love, the sun unwind. Any types of rise, yeah, I'm down. Time is shining, I'm down the round. I'm gonna travel to the brink.
Huh? Junpei-kun?
Ah, hey Fuka.
What brings you here?
Nothing really. I've been coming here a bunch lately.
Is that sketchbook?
Ah, yeah. This is where Chidori and I first met. What are you doing here, Fuka?
Oh, I went home for a bit. I've been going back a lot recently.
Oh, yeah? You know, you've really changed, Fuka. You're a totally different person from when you first showed up.
I am?
Honestly, you were kind of a wimp before. But now, you're something else. I can't even describe it.
You've changed too, Junpei-kun.
Yuka-tan said the exact same thing, but I just don't see it myself. I mean, just the other day I was freaking out and throwing all that blame around. I'm a real piece of work, aren't I?
That's not true.
Man, I was so damn scared. I just couldn't keep my shit together.
I know.
I hate to admit it, but even now, I can't help being scared.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away. We all feel that way. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Fuka.
That's why I want to protect everyone. After all, the Dark Hour is horrifying to think about, isn't it? But our persona's awakened, and we're here now. The future hasn't been written in stone yet, and I want to be true to myself.
True to yourself. You're really something, Fuka. Let's fight together.
Okay.
It's amazing commodities! I'm going to do it. Good, good. Not bad, kid. Thanks, kid. Bye-bye.
Yo.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' throw it. It's it. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. Brings fire, but never expires. But we gon' chill.
I never feel like so miserable. I never knew I'd thinking this will last forever.
Yeah.
If you're still with me, you gotta say no. I never feel like so different now. It doesn't seem like we've been far apart. Socialize. My life will turn out. It doesn't seem like it will last all my life. Once
Hello? Sorry, but I don't think I can make it today. I just feel bad since I'm the one who wanted to hang out. But actually, my mom fainted. I'm at the hospital right now. They said it's exhaustion, since she works from morning till night. Damn it! It's all my fault. And my mom, she's trying to leave. She says we can't afford the medical bills. God damn it! Why can't I do anything? I'm useless. I'm just another one of her problems. I'm sorry about all that. I don't want to be a problem for you too. But I'm glad you were the one to hear me out. Talking about this kind of helped. I gotta get back to her room, so let's talk later, okay?
load of this. Holy crap, it's cold out here. Hey, Koromaru, mind lending me your fur coat? So, you make up your mind yet? You don't have to tell me now. Just saying, day's getting close. So, I talked with Fuka earlier today. She's pretty tough. Or I guess, she got tougher over this past year, huh? Talking to her was like that last little shove I needed. Girls are tough, and that's no joke. You saying you're tough too? Don't worry, dude. Everyone knows you're one tough pup, huh? You've got something weird again, don't you? Let me see here. Oh, this is... Yeah, I got no idea. Dude, catch! All right, let's get our butts warmed up again. To the door!
Hey! Oh, maybe...
Chill vibes. The nighttime of love. The
Yes?
sun unwind.
What is it?
Any types of rise. Yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around, 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 around. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expire.
I never felt like so miserable.
Listen.
I never knew I'd thinking this will last
Oh,
forever.
bother.
Baby, stay with me. You gotta say now you're not losing me. I never
Yes!
felt like so different now.
Hey, I haven't been doing so well lately, you know? And it's all because of your blasphemy. I begged so hard for your soul that I think I actually lost weight. Look at me! I'm paper thin now! Damn straight! I could down a ham katsu in my sleep if I really wanted to! I get what you're trying to say. You're embarrassed to be seen with me, right? I'm not like my little brother. Not smart or athletic, and I have weird stubby legs. And my pants are covered with food stains. I'm just a thorn in everyone's side. They all wish I could be more like my little brother. All they do is make fun of me. I just want this whole world to disappear. But the world can't end yet. Not until I save you first. Look, I can try harder. I just need to make it to paradise. That should solve all my problems. I'll be taller and more slender, and my body will glow. So I'll be safer at night. See? And I won't be inferior to my brother. And you won't hate being seen with me. So please, don't abandon me. I have to go, so I don't have time to eat today. I haven't earned forgiveness just yet. And I have to find a new member to recruit soon.
That was him just now. So can you handle it?
Sure, all I gotta do is rough him up and I get paid. You know, I've got this buddy who's kinda strapped for cash too, if you catch my drift.
Fine, you'll both get paid. Just make sure you finish the job. Huh? Oh, it's you. 132,000 yen, right? That's the same trick he used on my son. If you know what's good for you, I'd stay the hell away from him.
Welcome back.
Yeah. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is.
You think so?
Hey, hey, feeling the fire, what's your burning desire every day? We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with yourself. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow.
I never felt like so miserable. I never knew I'm thinking this will last forever. Baby, stay with me.
Yes!
You gotta say now you're a loser.
Hey! I did it! I finally met my quota! I found someone else to welcome into our vlog! No! Speak of the devil! Oh, wow! Are you interested in joining too? Finally, Paradise is smiling back at me! Yes! Yes! Scam? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to save these people. They've suffered in this world just like me. Someone as good looking as you could never understand. You have no idea what people like me have to go through. Fine. If you're gonna try and stop me, then you and I are through! Don't follow me around anymore! Only true believers are allowed into Paradise! Huh? What is this? Is this an emergency? A serious emergency?
So the world's coming to an end, huh? I think I remember some other cult saying stuff like that. Except they really weren't about initiation fees. It was more about giving up material wealth, wasn't it? Stealing ideas from real, actual religions. That's a textbook cult tactic, you know?
You mean this was all a trick?
Oh, yeah. You've been duped, kid. But not by us. You should blame that cult you believe in so much. Now that I know the truth, I almost feel sorry for you. But you had to take things too far. Try not to hit his face. If you leave any marks, you might be able to press charges.
Am I gonna die? but if I die here, I'll be reborn, and I can go to paradise. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. What? What are you doing here? After I said such awful things to you, that we were through. I'm freaking out! I don't want them to hurt me! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry!
Gross, dude, you're getting snot everywhere. Screw this, I gotta get to work.
I've had just about enough of this. Look, just forget about the money. But I don't ever want to see you near my son again.
You're so wonderful. You have such a kind soul.
Welcome back.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we can flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day transpires, but never expires. But we gon' chill today, let me rock the world tomorrow, you know?
Hey, it's me. You got a sec? Morning. I've got good news. Aigis is coming back today. Mitsuru-senpai said her injuries are all healed up. We're meeting in the lounge tonight. Don't forget, okay? See ya.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is,
Salut.
we will flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day transpires, but never expires. But we gon' chill today.
Thank you for coming. I got my hands on some pretty interesting wares. Feel free to look around. I'm sure this will prove to be useful. Is that all you need? Hope to see you soon. Welcome, come on in. You've come at a good time. There are some new items you can create. So, what will it be? So, what will it be? So, what will it be? Everything good? Hope to see you soon.
Oh! Hey, so, about last time, let's go to Hagakure! My younger brother and I were twins, but not the kind that looked the same. He was the better-looking one. Everyone called me the uglier Suimitsu. They always compared me to him, and I could never beat him in anything. There was a time when I used to hit him for no reason. But even then, he still treated me like a brother. Then in middle school, we bought steamed buns. And then he died. Food poisoning. They said the meat was undercooked. Just his bun, though. Not mine. But I couldn't even cry. I actually felt relieved. I thought maybe they'll all finally stop laughing at me. What kind of person feels joy when their own brother dies? I'm not. At first, I tried to be more like him. I went to cram schools and did martial arts and everything. But I could never be as good, and eventually, I started to feel like people were laughing at me. The only time I feel safe is when I'm eating. All that matters is what's in front of me, and everything else melts away. See? That's what the Gourmet King really is. I only eat to run away from my problems. But if I keep this up, I'll never be able to replace my brother. Will I? Be myself? Be myself! Is that really how it is? I hear you. You're right. I can never be like my brother. We're two different people. How did I miss something so obvious? I can be pretty dumb sometimes. Thank you. Really, thank you so much.
The innermost power of the Moon Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the moon within thyself.
I know this is sudden, but I'm relieving you of your duties as the Gourmet King's Royal Guard. You're fired, because you're the new king. All hail Gourmet King the Second! The restaurants in the strip mall gave this to me because of how often I eat there. I feel like I've been fake all this time. But one day, I will become the true Gourmet King. I think I'll become a food critic. It'll be my job to eat. I'm gonna become a food master. Then when I die and go to the afterlife, I can face my brother. And then I can tell him I was the best at something for once in my life. So until I reclaim my crown, you can hang on to it. I may have lost my title, but someday I'll make my grand return as Gourmet King III. That's my promise to you. And to my little brother. Huh. I've been talking so much about my brother, but I'm okay. My memories didn't make me sad and hungry this time. Oh, wow. I never realized how good the ramen tastes here.
I've returned, everyone. Sorry to have worried you all.
Man, it's good to see you. It's been a whole month, you know? I was getting nervous.
Me too. I was afraid I wouldn't see you again.
I'm just a machine. I can always be rebuilt, even if I'm completely destroyed. My programming data would still exist.
Come on, don't talk about yourself like that.
I was told she'd need another week for a complete recovery, but I had the work expedited. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused. Mitsuru-san visited me while I was at the lab. I heard what happened. You've all been through so much. Have you been well? Well, given the circumstances, I'd assume not. I'm sorry. I could have done so much more. 10 years ago, what I did to you was... But if I hadn't done what I did to you, you wouldn't be suffering like this. As for what Ryoji-kun said, have you already made your decision? I have a favor to ask. Tomorrow, when Ryoji-kun comes back, please, kill him. I can't bear to see you all suffer like this. If you're in this much pain, I beg you, choose to surrender your memories. Even if it means forgetting everything and everyone.
I guess, what are you talking about?
Yeah, seriously. This is not like you.
What is it, I guess? Why? Why did I come back here? My duty is to protect people from shadows. But now, it's clear that I can't defeat them. What am I even doing here? No matter how hard I try, I can't even shed a tear for you.
I guess.
Why do you try to fight when you know it's hopeless? Why risk everything when it will only lead to suffering? You're all just throwing away your lives. I don't understand.
We're not throwing away our lives. In fact, our eyes are set on the future. Isn't that right?
Right.
I don't understand. Perhaps it's because I lack a life of my own.
It's got nothing to do with having a life.
I'm a machine created to protect humans from shadows.
but I can't carry out that duty with the power I have. So what is my purpose now? I just don't know, and no one can give me an answer.
Well, yeah. You don't have the answers. The meaning of life or death isn't something someone else can just teach you. Making your own decisions is hard, no matter who you are. No choice is perfect, you know? But as long as we're alive, we gotta do something. When you see someone going through the same thing you're going through, you just want to help them. That's how we plan on getting through this. Maybe that wasn't the best explanation, but that's the idea.
That's the idea?
When I saw you collapse, I realized something. I want to protect you, I guess. I don't want to forget about you.
Fuuka-san.
There are times when you'll lose sight of your purpose and you'll have to search for it. But if you can't find it again, then what you need is to seek out a new purpose. I'm not really one to talk, but I feel like I've learned something important this year. To truly live is to be willing to change. And we have to make those choices for ourselves.
Do you think I'll be able to change too?
You have changed so much. Haven't you noticed? You've even started speaking like a real human.
I understand what my purpose is now. I'm a machine with the directive to live, and the one issuing this new command is me. I'll stare fear in the face and choose to live. This is the promise I've made to myself. I'm not sure how I'll do it, but perhaps that's a part of living too.
Yeah, it sure is.
Will you allow me to join you in this fight?
You kidding? Of course! You've always been one of us.
Thank you. From now on, I stand with all of you, no matter what happens.
Yeah!
By the way,
I suppose...
Hey!
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. Minding my biz,
Wow.
so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with your
Hey!
desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow, you know?
Salut!
Welcome. Why?
I suppose. Uh-huh. Yes.
Oh, yes!
Hey.
Yes.
Leader.